In Plain Sight, written by Richard Jackson, illustrated by Jerry Pinkney, and read to you by Jenna Gillis-Turner from Chippewa Falls Public Library. Thank you for tuning in today. There is more to Grandpa's lost and found game than meets the eye here in this story. After school each day, Sophie discovers what Grandpa has hidden and where. Always a surprise, as playfully illustrated by Caldecott Medalist and Laura Ingalls Wilder Award winner Jerry Pinkney. Let's take a look at this room in our first pages. There are lots of objects, aren't there? Is there anything in this room that you can also find in your own room? Feel free to pause this video at any time to discuss the wonderful illustrations in this story. There's lots to discuss and lots to find. In Plain Sight. And there we see Grandpa sitting with a cat and a book in his lap. We're reading a book right now too, aren't we? And where is Sophie standing? Behind Grandpa's wheelchair, holding her baby doll. Sophie lives with Mama and Daddy and Grandpa, who lives by the window. He can see Sophie come and go, call and wave goodbye, hello, as he looks out. Can you find Grandpa in his window? Yes, way up there in the top corner. And where is Sophie standing and waving? Outside her apartment on her front stoop. That's quite the bright red door in their apartment building, isn't it? And after school each day, Sophie looks in. Here I am, Grandpa, she says. How was the morning? Surprising, he says. I had me a paper clip, you know, nice and shiny. Now it's vanished. Help me find it, will you, with your bright eyes? Where? Says Sophie. That's just it, honey. You have to look. Can you help Sophie and Grandpa find that paper clip? Where is it? Let's see if Sophie can find it. If you lean close, you might hear Sophie say, oh, and eventually you might hear her say, there! Good, says Grandpa. Thanks, honey. She found it in Grandpa's cap. The cat looks pretty interested too, huh? Here I am, says Sophie on Tuesday. Ah, Sophie, he says. How was school? Good, it was blue day. Well, I can see that. And how about you, Grandpa? Today was... regretful. Oh, yes, I had me a rubber band. Stretchy. Boing! Now, boing! That band is gone. Help me find it, huh? How do we know it was blue day at Sophie's school? Yeah, she has a blue shirt on with even more blue polka dots. She even has a blue hair tie in her hair. Let's see, where do you think that rubber band could be? And eventually, in plain sight, it was wrapped around the football. How well blended in it was. Oh, goofy Grandpa. Here I am, Grandpa, says Sophie on Wednesday. Was today better? Not so much, Grandpa says. Had me a drinking straw. Bendy. Just right, you remember. Now it's skedaddled. Ooh, that's a fun word, skedaddled. Can you say that with me? Skedaddled. What do you think skedaddled means? And where is that drinking straw? Can you see it anywhere on this page? Let's see, is it by his book titled Collected Poems? Or maybe in his bookshelf? They're both thinking. You can see it on Sophie's face. "Oh, look," says Sophie. "I wonder." We can tell she's looking and thinking by all her facial expressions. And eventually, in plain... "Good girl," Grandpa says. "Thanks. It was in the picture frame." Did you see it in the picture frame before? On Thursday, Sophie says, "Here I am, Grandpa. Anything missing?" "Well, wouldn't you know, Grandma's favorite painting brush for watercolors, child. I'm missing that. Can you help me, lovey?" Oh, so Grandma liked to paint, and she had a favorite painting brush. Do you enjoy painting or coloring? Let's see, I wonder where that painting brush is. Let's see if Sophie can find it. "I can try," says Sophie, and eventually, in plain sight, can you see it? It's there in the aquarium. I'm going to slide my mouse over. Can you see it up and down? Right there. That is a very, very tricky spot for a paintbrush. "Here I am, Grandpa. Friday at last." "You bet, honey," he says, turning to smile at her. But wait, just look. "Oh, Grandpa, you silly." "I don't see anything silly." He's looking at an old photo album. I don't know what's silly about that. Oh, "Keep the dollar, Sophie. Tomorrow," he says, "you can buy yourself something with it." He had a silver dollar stuck on his eye. Oh, silly Grandpa. "Here I am, Grandpa," Sophie says, "early today." "No shopping? Well, best to save that dollar, I guess, for college. Now, let's see, had me what? A lemon drop. Delicious to think of, but then it just trotted off, unlicked. Don't tell me, Grandpa." Where can Sophie find a lemon drop in this page? Huh? Let's look. And eventually, in plain sight. "Good girl," says Grandpa. "No, no, you have it." It must have been in his box of marbles. How very tricky. We can tell that Sophie and Grandpa have a really good relationship. They enjoy spending time together, don't they? This is such a fun game for them, a very fun tradition to do every day, a nice routine. Let's see. Sunday morning as usual. At his door, Sophie starts to say, "Grandpa, But Mama hushes her. "Shh. He's sleeping now," which gives Sophie an idea. She whispers it to Mama. Can you pretend to whisper to Mama? Psst, 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 psst. Daddy laughs when he hears. "All right," he says, "if you tiptoe." What is Sophie gonna do? What do you think? I want to find out. Here's Sophie at her very quietest, her tiptoeingest. That curtain at Grandpa's window? Well, keep your eye on it. We can see in the mirror that Grandpa's still sleeping. There's his reflection. Where's Sophie? Grandpa wakes. Oh, yawns. Oh. Behind the curtain, a commotion. Wiggling, jiggling, giggling. Can you wiggle and jiggle and giggle? Sophie's trying to be quiet. Do you think maybe she's going to giggle quietly? Let's giggle quietly with her. "Sophie," Grandpa says, "that you? Why, I'll be. Like always. Sophie and Grandpa really enjoy playing games together. Here we can see them play another game. It has black and white squares and black and red playing pieces. Do you know what game this is? Have you played checkers before? And here we see another week of school has started for Sophie. Where's Grandpa this time? He's peeking outside the door. The end. Thank you so much to the author and the illustrator, and also to Macmillan Publishers for allowing us to share this book with you. And what can we see on the back cover of this book? There's Grandpa hiding the paintbrush. If you would like more stories like In Plain Sight, or you would like suggestions, feel free to give us a call or send us an email or reach out to us through social media. We enjoy hearing from you and we also really enjoy helping you. Thank you for watching.